Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are going to take a look at this week's episode of Dream Hangars, and if you happen to miss the other episodes, I'm going to put a link to that playlist in the top right corner of your screen so you can check it out. And to the others out there who aren't familiar with this whole series, basically what I do is I select Dream Hangar comments posted under these videos by you guys, and then I run it at max level in Champion League, and then after that I kind of give my thoughts on the hangar and also certain builds, how you could improve it. That way you kind of save resources if you are building towards any kind of particular build. So that's kind of how it works. And right now I have up on the screen the first Dream Hangar comment from CJ Family. They want me to run a Strider, Hades, Invader, Traditionalist Falcon, and the Mercury. So you can see I have the Strider here with the Calamity and Spark, Last Stand, Anti-Control, Quantum Radar, and here are the pilot skills for the Strider. And this skill here is very important, the Guidance Operator, especially when using Spark, Scourge, and Calamity, basically allows you to lock onto the target a lot quicker. And next up we have the Hades with Viper and Shredder, Last Stand, Thermonuke, Quantum Radar, and here are the pilot skills for the Hades. And then we have the Invader with Halo Corona, Last Stand, Heavy Armor Kit, Advanced Repair Unit, and here are the pilot skills. The Deaf Survivor one is kind of interesting. This one I put in because basically if I jump into a group of red players, I can suppress them, and if my health drops down to 50%, I can jump and suppress again. So that is what this skill is here. A lot of high level players tend to run it on the Invader. And then we have the Traditionalist Falcon with the Glory, Last Stand, Heavy Armor Kit, Advanced Repair Unit, and here are the pilot skills. If you're wondering why do we call it the Traditionalist Falcon, it's because of this skill over here. When you have it selected as one of your pilot skills, basically you cannot go into Fangs Out mode, you can't use 3 weapons. In exchange, you get 50% more durability or health. Okay, so that's how it works. And I don't put weapons on the side for a number of reasons. First of all, because you can't use it. The other main reason is because when you have weapons on the side, it tends to get caught on like edges and ledges and stuff, when you are playing. So that can be really annoying. So that's why I removed the side weapons. And then lastly, we have the Mercury with the Avenger and Halos, Last Stand, Thermonuke, Lockdown Ammo. And I decided to use my pilot on here just to give it, the 5% additional damage. And here are the pilot skills. So I'm going to run a game now, and then we're going to take a look at the second Dream Hangar from, I believe it's Joseph, and that's going to come in the second game. So anyways, off to game number 1. Okay, so game 1, we have dropped in on Power Plant map, and this is Beacon Rush. So I decided to start with the Strider here, see if I can get to this beacon as quickly as possible. There's another player. This guy's probably in a Strider, I'm guessing. Yeah, let's try to get him. Oh, he has phase shift. Let's just wait. Come on, come on. Let's try to do this. There we go. I'm gonna let this Loki actually get the beach. One thing I don't want to do is end the game too soon. So if you see me kind of letting them take beacons, that's the reason why. I want to run through all the bots in this lineup if I can. So that's my goal. It looks like they are... I think they want to attack that side, but they also have an Ao Jung that landed here somewhere. Let's go for this guy. Ah, there he is. Let's do this. Come on, I gotta get inside this guy's shield. Oh, come on. Reload. He's going crazy. Yes, come on. Oh, jeez. There we go. We can actually get inside this guy's bubble here too. Let's do this. Oh, man. It's like an angry chihuahua. Holy crap. Come on. Let's do this. Oh. They have a couple of guys moving in towards this B beacon here, so I'm going to drop in with, let's use the Mercury, because I see an Ares here. They might have more Ares coming this side. Oh man, are they gonna push this beacon here? That's right, I think. We're getting another beacon. Let's do this. Oh man, there's so many guys here. I can hell dive. That's like 4 guys. Oh shoot. Incoming! Incoming! Oh my gosh, there's 4 guys. Yes! Holy jeez. 4 guys with 1. This guy just suppressed me with 1. Oh man, is he gonna flip me out of the circle? Nope. 1 hell dive and I did so much damage. Can I take out this guy? Yes. Rampage. Man, that was crazy. 4 players with that hell dive. But these guys are moving in here like really quick. So I think, you know what? Let's drop in with, I'm going to use the Hades. I don't know if I can deal with this guy. We're going to lose actually 2 beacons here if I'm not careful. Let's do this. Come on, come on, come on. There's a guy behind me too. Trying to get rid of this Ao Jung if I can. And oh, okay, now the game's getting exciting. Okay, we're gonna deal with this guy here first. Let's do this. I think we got a 4 cap on them. Oh jeez, there's so many guys here. Let's do this. Suppress. Go for the Ao Jung first. I'm gonna leave that beacon. And I think I might actually leave the beach too. Whoa, lag. Where is that guy? Shoot. Let's try to get this guy here. I want to run, remember, I want to run through my entire lineup if I can. This guy is gonna get... There's a couple guys on this side. Oh, come on. His help. No, no. Yes. And up. I gotta move back. His shield's gonna drop. I think he knows who I am. There we go. They only have 1 beacon, so I gotta make sure that I get my damage in quick here. I haven't run the that Falcon. Come on. Land before he does. So we both have been suppressed, but I should win this. Here we go. Uh-oh. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Heal, heal, and no. Oh, come on, get him. Just waiting for his last stand to wear off here. There we go. And that guy's gonna get taken out. So I wasn't able to run that Falcon. I think the Falcon was the last bot that I was getting ready to drop in. But that was a pretty good game there. I love that hell dive. That was crazy. 4 guys with that 1 hell dive. But let's take a look to see how we did. We were actually going up against, looks like a duo squad here too. So let's take a look at my teammate. And my teammate is running... quite a few level 12 things here. No MK2 on their weapons, but if you take a look at their bots and their weapons, even their pilots are ranging from level 50 to 70 max. So that's that player. Let's take a look at the duo squad here. And this duo squad is running quite a few Ares, Ao Jungs, and Invader. Not MK2 bots or anything. MK1 level between level 10 and 12. MK2 weapons, so this is really important. And their pilots are between level 30 and 40. And let's take a look at this other player on his team, his teammate, or a clanmate, I should say. And this guy's also running, he's running an Ares, Invader, Ao Jung, Tier, and a Fenrir. So I like the variety that's going on here. Every bot is different. That's always nice to see. And their weapons, they do have some MK2 Avengers on the Ao Jung. And it looks like they're leveling up their weapons as well, because it's all higher level than the bots, which is very important. And they're working on the pilots. So that's really good to see. So anyways, that was that lineup. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, things that I would change with this lineup, if I had to personally run it as sort of my main lineup. So this Strider build is actually very deadly. One thing that I think I would personally change, because it's a beacon runner at the start, maybe use lockdown ammo instead. So this way, if the other team or the other player on the other side is getting really close to your beacon, you can actually lock them down from 600 meters away, which is, I think, going to be more handy than having the quantum radar. Mind you, the quantum radar was kind of important in certain cases where I was going up against Al Jungs, but I think if you're playing this as a beacon runner, it's probably more important to have that lockdown ammo. This build, very deadly, nothing much to really say about this one. The Invader performs really, really well too. I wouldn't change anything on here. The Falcon does really well. One thing that I personally do on my own account, I run actually not heavy armor, but anti-control. This way, when I'm charging into like an Ares train, they can't lock me. And if they do, I also have this as phase shift. So kind of two ways to get inside an Ares shield, and then or at least Ares train, and then I take them out that way. And this Mercury, one thing that I would change, and I mentioned this before with the Mercury, I am hoping actually that this is the right side here. Is this the right side? That's the right side. So what I do is I put the Eco shield, because this build is actually very effective at countering Ares trains. You use the shield to block them, and then you get close and you hell dive. But if you do use this, make sure that you get the one skill. It's called Knight Errant. So I'm just going to replace, one of these things. Let's just do Wonder Worker. And it's called Knight Errant. So this skill over here is what you want to run on that Mercury to make it more effective against the Ares. But yeah, anyways, up on the screen right now, we have the next Dream Hangar from Joseph. And he is nicknaming this Dream Hangar the Chubbies. So we have the Fury, Fenrir, Lancelot, Leo, and Reiter. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cook things up. I'm going to show you the modules and the pilot skills that I'm running. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the modules and pilot skills for these bots. So for the Fury, we have the Last Stand, Anti-Control, Phase Shift, and here are the pilot skills. So I decided to use my pilot for this build because I really enjoy playing the Fury. It's one of my favorite bots to play. I also get an additional 5% more damage. And there is one skill that I need to highlight as well that makes this build even deadlier. It's the Sharpshooter for the Glory. So this increases the shot grouping. So anytime you run any kind of shotgun build, if it's like Thunder, Gust, Storm, or like Halo, Corona, Glory, you want to use the shot grouping. Even the Avenger weapon is another good one. So we have that, and then we have the Fenrir with the Redeemer Terrans, Last Stand Heavy Armor Kit, Advanced Repair Unit, and here are the pilot skills. And this is running the Legendary Pilot for the Fenrir. As you can see, the Energy Shield recharges 20% faster. And moving on, we have the Lancelot, or Chubby as I call it, with Exodus Orkans, Last Stand Heavy Armor Kit, Phase Shift, and here are the pilot skills. And there is one skill here that I also want to highlight. It is the Ghost skill. This will give the Lancelot more speed, 50% more speed, but in exchange, you can't use the rush ability. But it's pretty much like having a constant rush. You'll see, when I run this bot. And then we have the Leo with the Calamity and Spark, Last Stand, Lockdown Ammo, and here are the pilot skills. So whenever you run like the Zeus, the Spark, Scourge, Calamity, Ion Weapon, I'm trying to think of if there's anything else, but usually those weapons, you want to run this skill over here. It's called Guidance Operator. Basically, it allows you to lock onto a target a lot quicker, 50% quicker. So we have that. And then lastly, we have the Reiter with Ember, Last Stand, Advanced Repair Unit, and here are the pilot skills. Okay, so that pretty much sums up all the modules and pilot skills for this lineup. And let's hop into game number 2. Okay, so game 2 we have dropped in on Shenzhen map, and this is Beacon Rush. So, a bit of a funny story here with this lineup. the first game that I ran, I dropped in and then I realized I didn't even have a beacon runner. So I had to pick like the fastest bot I could find, which was the Chubby here. I'm going to go into phase shift just so that, you know, we get this beacon. But yeah, I dropped in and I was like, okay, I need a fast bot. And I'm looking at all the bots and I'm thinking, okay, the Lancelot is probably the fastest one. So I had to use this. Just trying to see if I could get that guy. There's actually quite a few strong players on the other team that I know run like maxed MK2. So this is going to be interesting trying to win with this. Trying to wait for that guy to get around the corner, but he didn't. And I'm also paying special attention to this right beacon here because quite often players tend to, you know, just give it away. Oh, there's another guy here we can hit. Uh-oh. We've got to watch our home beacon. I think this guy's waiting for his... Whoa! I think he's waiting for his suppression. I got to get out of here. There's so many guys moving this way. I think I'm going to have to stay close here just in case. There's like 4 or 5 guys really, really close to the side. Let's try to get him down. So I'm getting as many players down to their last stand. But I'm also... fighting inside this beacon radius because I'm going to have to defend it. There's going to be a lot of guys and there's going to be also this invader here. So I'm going to stay on this here quick. Let's drop in with this Raijing. Notice how I'm getting inside the beacon radius. So I'm trying to defend here. These guys are attacking our home. We need to get into center if we can. The only thing is I'm in really slow bots here. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get there. Let's just move to the side. Put up this shield just in case. Kind of hoping that guy's shield would drop. Okay, let's move this way. Yeah, I gotta be really careful because I don't. This guy's gonna go for me, but I'm just gonna heal up here. Can I get that guy? Yeah, you see me staying on this beacon because I don't want to move from it. I know my teammates, there's no one around here to defend. And if the other team gets it, this game's going to turn around very quickly. So that's why I'm staying close. And I'm always fighting in that beacon circle. These guys are going to make a push for center here. I'm trying to see if I can sneak up. This guy's going to be dropping here soon. Trying to get them down to their last stand at least. Or take them out. That will do. Let's go for this guy. I'm just going to keep on firing. Heal, heal, heal. Ooh. I still got one. I still have one ember. And 145,000 health. This guy's helping me out here. Sorry dude, I can't. If I go into the other mode, let me just get out of his way quick. Oh, shoot. This guy's gonna hell dive me. Oh, I tried to heal just just in time there, but it wasn't enough. I'm gonna drop in with the Leo next. At least this way I can lock them in place, just in case. Although there's a lot of guys here. Got him. We've got a Loki in center. That's not good either. We have to watch out. Guys, the home beacon! The home beacon! You're not paying attention. Oh, jeez. Notice what this Loki's doing. He's going to go to that side. I am going to have to kill this bot here because my teammates... let me just do that now, if I can. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Can I change it? Yep, okay. I got this. I'm going to stay on this beacon. Just use that shield now. They're down to 4 players. I'm making sure that they stay on. But there's another player. I think he's running beacons. He's gonna get another. He's gonna get a home beacon, I think. So we have to make sure that we start to attack here. Otherwise, we're gonna be in trouble. We just heal up. Trying to focus down this Falcon. At least get him down to his last stand if I can. Just use this shield and get behind cover. Whoa! And that's the reason why I don't use that shield often, because it actually goes down very quickly. So we can get this Falcon here. Oh shoot. I'm using the shield now. And back to this mode. My last stand has triggered, but I don't know, has his last stand? No, it hasn't been triggered, so I'm at a bit of a disadvantage here. Let's just move forward. Trying to get him down to his last stand. I think I got him to his last stand. So I'm probably going to go down, but good news is we have more beacons than they do. And I still have that Fury. I'm just a little bit hesitant to drop that in just yet. So I'm waiting for... I'm watching, you know, these guys here. The one guy's going to go for center. This guy just flew. So I know he's probably in an Aljung. Yeah, I don't want to drop over there. No, he's not in an Aljung and he doesn't see me. Got him! Yes! And now I gotta see if I can try to... This guy here. I wonder if my team realizes that there's a invader that's making his way to their home here. Trying to lock him down. This game was actually really good because I ran through all the bots. I always try to select, you know, the games where I at least run through like 4 of them. And they're down to their last 2 players here. What does this guy have? He has a weak... Oh, I was going to say he has a weak last stand. So that was a really good run actually with, you know, this lineup. And let's take a look to see how we did. So we did 2.4 million, 8 beacons, or 8 kills, 6 beacons, and my teammate. Let's take a look at this player. He is in Champion League. He is running pretty leveled up pilots, as you can see. And his bots range from level 9 to 12 MK2. And one thing you're going to notice with this player, even though he has level 9 and 10 MK1 bots, his weapons are like maxed out, almost all of them. And it really shows in his score too. 1.8. So it just goes to show you it's not all about the bots like many think. And this player over here, he is running everything MK2, and it looks like nearly all of his pilots are maxed out. And this player over here, they are running a combination of level 8 and, well, 7, level 7 to 9 bots. And here are their weapons. So some of their weapons are level 12, some are low level like this. And I think one thing I would do is, because they are doing the right thing by leveling up their pilots first, but I would really focus on the weapons, similar to you know, what that other player was doing on my team. So this player over here, this is what you want to kind of go for. So even though his bots are level 9, it's the weapons that are doing crazy damage, you know, with that especially if you combine it with the pilot skills. So, oh, one thing you guys were asking me to show, I think the honor points or something, trying to figure out where I see that. I think if I click on this, here we go. So this is the points. And let's just go back to this lineup, because there's a couple of things that I wanted to mention. So this build isn't actually that bad. It can be very deadly. The only thing is you have to drop it really close to a player if you're playing Beacon Rush in order to make this work. This build, this is kind of funny because I'm actually building this exact same build on my baby account. I already have the Redeemer. I'm leveling that up. The Fenrir I'm busy building, so I'm going to have that soon. But yeah, this build is actually not that bad. I think as you get to like higher level Champion League, I find like the shotgun builds, for me actually I prefer running Avenger Storm, and that tends to be really good. But other than that, it's not a bad build. It's one of the top performing builds in this lineup. And the Ghost, this actually surprised me because I ended up actually doing pretty decent with this. You have to make sure you have phase shift. And I actually tried it with Fortifiers with the Ansel Shield, and that works really well too. So we have the Lancelot. This Leo build is a very deadly one, because I ran a couple of games, and there were some games where I was just melting everyone in sight. Definitely like running the lockdown ammo on here. And one thing I wanted to mention with the Reiter, because I ran a couple of games, and then I realized that I was missing a key pilot skill. And that key one that I was missing was the Defense Expert, because I think if you go back, to when I was looking at or showing, what I was running on the Reiter, I had something else here. But this Defense Expert, basically when you go into Bastion mode, it increases your defense points by 20%. So it's almost like having damage resistance. So I think that's very important if you're running, the Reiter. So one comment, that I have with this lineup is there's no beacon runners. So I mean, the fastest bot I had was really the Lancelot, which is kind of funny because I refer this to the Chubby, and you usually associate Chubby with being slow. So this was actually my beacon runner. But yeah, I think adding something like, I don't know, a Loki, a Strider, a Phantom, or something that's a lot quicker would really help this lineup. So that's pretty much what I have to say about this Dream Hangar. So thank you very much to Joseph and CJ for your hangers. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay of them. So to the others, make sure that you post your Dream Hangars in the comment section down below, and maybe it'll appear in the next episode of Dream Hangars. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet subscribed, consider subscribing. Until the next video, I'll catch you guys later.